in the near future.
I'm David Ingles with your Global Outlook for Wednesday, September 26. In this daily segment, we'll be taking a look at strategic investment ideas and, of course, expanding it with Bloomberg's latest analysis. Today, as Rich did point out, we'll take a look at an economy that has really been, for many years overlooked by a lot of global investors. The Philippines, it's been one of the most promising economies, economic stories in Asia this year. We'll examine the different positive dynamics at work here and where, of course, most importantly, you could make money. Now, economic growth has been very encouraging in 2012. It has been one of the best performing economies in Asia so far. In fact, in the first quarter, 6.3%, second only to China. We both have, of course, exports and consumption both proving very resilient amidst all of these economic headwinds. Q2, close to 6% growth. Not shabby here, as you can see. Now, a lot of praise, as Rich did also allude to earlier, has been directed at the current leadership under President Benigno Aquino, his efforts at fighting corruption, shoring up the country's finances, and of course boosting the country's profile among the global investment community. Now, take a look at what ANZ and how they put it. What Aquino has done, quote unquote, so far has been appreciated by the market, and people are aware that it's much cleaner politics in the Philippines this time around. Let's take a look at the currency and the bond markets now, sort of the other asset classes, what analysts are saying, and where, of course, you could make your money. The peso, for example, one of, Asia's best performing currency this year, and at this point, the only one in emerging market Asia where forecasters have, in fact, become more bullish on. Now, the median estimate is for a further 0.2% advance on top of the 4.5% gain so far year-to-date since January that we have seen, 41.85. In fact, the most optimistic of forecasts put this at 4.2% appreciation by December. Asking at this point what is helping support the currency? Well, for one, it's the remittances rising 5.5%. Into July, close to $12 billion so far. The central bank, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, expects this to top $21 billion by year end. In fact, in BNP Paribas' view, they do expect the peso to outperform. Near-term outlook is solid, reflecting the solid balance of payment surplus and, of course, the demand for Philippine assets. Now, directly related, of course, to the move up the rating scale for any country is the bond market. The Philippine fixed income market has returned over 12% so far this year. That's the second best performing fixed income market. That is according to HSBC. Pictet Asset Management favors Philippine sovereign bonds over another of Southeast Asia's promising economies, Indonesia. They say, quote unquote, Philippine remittances and fiscal, the position of the country remain very strong. The Philippines travels at a slightly more positive pace than Indonesia. Not a bad comparison there as well. So this one, economy, of course, definitely worth watching over the medium to longer term. And that is your Global Outlook for today. I'm David Ingles.